Welcome to Movies with the Homies, the show where I show movies to my homies that they haven't seen. Today we have John and Ishmael. And the movie I chose for them today is one of my favorite movies of last year, Hereditary.
Maybe we finish the toy after the quiz. My name's Annie. My mom died a week ago. She was a very private woman, and she wasn't altogether there at the end.
Who's gonna take care of me
You don't think I'm gonna take care of you?
when you die?
So, John, would you care to give us a summary of what we just watched?
I thought it was going to be something that wasn't too scary. It was pretty scary. It's very, very thrilling, I guess. Um, to me, I think there were a lot of jump scares.
Were you frightened?
Oh, yeah, I was frightened. There were times where I wasn't even looking at the screen for a couple seconds. So just to avoid a jump scare. But, it was a good movie, though. Like, it was a slow start for me. But, after watching for a little bit, that's when it started picking up towards some parts.
So you never seen it before, right?
Nope.
The first time. Awesome. Ishmael, what do you think of the movie?
Oh man, it was very spooky. It's the first time I seen it as well. And from the commercials to what it actually is way different, I feel. The trailer was kind of, like it made it seem like it was something different than what it actually was, kind of. Like, made me, the actual movie was way spookier than, I wasn't prepared. The trailer did a good job of not preparing you for what it was.
John, did you watch trailers or anything?
No, I haven't seen the trailer.
So you didn't know anything about this?
No. I just barely watched it with an open mind.
Yeah. Okay. You want to tell us about the plot?
Yeah, their grandma died, and stuff started happening. Some, like, satanic stuff, I guess. And then next thing you know, the sister dies, too. I mean, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
But,
alert.
yeah, at first I thought it was, like, the mom that had... Like, at first, when the grandma died, she wasn't sad. And it felt that it was weird that she's not sad. Like, why am I not feeling anything for her? And so that's why she started going up to these AA meeting things to, like, figure out why she's not feeling sad or why she's doesn't feel the guilt or anything like what normal people would feel. So then her daughter ends up passing away. 13-year-old daughter. She ends up passing away. Her head cut off in all ways. And also you keep seeing these symbols around too that her grandma had on her necklace when she got buried. And that's the first thing that Charlie, the daughter's name, noticed on her. What about you?
Oh, yeah, after Charlie dies, it sets off a chain reaction of a lot of really creepy things to happen. And the mom, trying to cope with it, goes to, like you said, the meetings for like people trying to kind of deal with the past, the pressures. And she meets a lady named Joan there. And Joan is this lady who had her son killed or died, her grandson and her son both drowned or something like that. And she gets her, and they meet up a couple times and to try to console each other. Or it looks like Joan's trying to console the mom, and then that's when they figure out a way to summon the spirit of the lost, children. That's really where it kind of
Basically like a
Yeah.
What do you call those boards?
like a Ouija board.
Ouija board, but without the board.
Yeah, they was conjuring up the spirits of the kid, and like there's this part where the Joan freaks out the mom. They put their hands like this and they're like, "Oh, don't put any pressure," and it starts kind of moving on its own. It's really spooky. It's really scary.
What was your favorite part, John?
I don't know if I really have a favorite part in it.
What?
Because there was like a lot of like...
Were you too spooked that you weren't
A lot of
looking?
I
violence.
think I was really on edge of my seat the whole
You were on the
time.
edge of the seat. What was the part that freaked you out the most?
the stuff that I don't notice that he would notice. Like
Oh.
there's little things that he would point out in the movie, and then like I would notice it, and it'll freak me out, or just the like the build up scenes he'll do.
And then once you saw them, did they freak you out even more?
Yeah, I think the one that freaked me out the most was the what was that one? There was one where I jumped. I don't remember what scene it was.
Was it the fire?
No.
Was it the lady up on top of the ceiling?
No, before that.
Was it the grandma?
The body?
Was it the clicks? Was it Charlie?
I think it was Charlie.
Charlie freaked you out?
Well, the first one where she saw where he saw the head and it fell as the ball.
Oh.
Or also the one where she was like, he thought it was her sitting in the corner, but it was just this.
The ball?
Oh,
That freaked you out?
yeah.
What about
that
you,
freaked
Ishmael?
me out.
What was your favorite
My
part?
favorite part?
And spookiest part?
Okay, my favorite part, I think, was when the mom was, like, kind of reliving, or, like, doing the sleepwalking, and she went into the son's room, but it was a dream. In a dream. That was really interesting. It was really cool. But the spookiest part was when the son thought he saw Charlie, and he kept hearing the clicks, and then it wasn't Charlie, and the head rolls off. Or it was Charlie, but then the head rolls off of the head rolls off, but it's a ball, and he's just seeing things.
No,
but
it's pretty
yeah,
freaky.
that was scary. That was.
See, at first when watching the movie, I thought it was all the mom doing all this.
Uh-huh.
Because like there are times, you know how she said she sleepwalked because all the stress she's had after having two passings. You know, the mom and then the daughter. So I'm thinking like she's doing this to like bother the son, but then she'll like become the innocent one, saying like, "Are you okay?" You know.
Yeah,
like, like she's in denial of like the two deaths, so she's like acting out, like she's acting like the ghost, like she's doing the activity.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but then that's when other stuff happening and it wasn't her. I think as soon as when the husband died, that's when I realized, okay, no, she's.
That was the end. So you didn't know what was going on until the end.
Oh, I knew. It's just like, I guess, yeah.
You mentioned Charlie. What did you think of the actress that played Charlie? And what did you think of all the actors in the movie?
Like Charlie had a really short part. Like imagine being cast for that role. It's like, okay, you'll be this little girl, and we're gonna end you off by cutting your head off.
Was she a good actress? Did you think she was good?
She was pretty. Yeah, she was good. I mean, that's every actress has to have their start. You know.
My favorite actor of the movie was the son. The son was really good in this movie. I feel.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I saw him in Jumanji, and he's all right in Jumanji. And this one,
his crying was really annoying. His crying was so fake.
I always thought the son was the worst actor in the movie, and the mom was the best actress. In the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's really hard to make yourself cry, and she did the crying.
Yeah, especially when she yells at him in the table.
Ooh, yeah, that part's badass. I love
Reminded me
that
of
part.
my mom when she yelled at me.
I was like Oscar worthy right there.
I know, Academy Award, please.
No.
But she didn't get nominated, so what do we know?
Not even.
I mean, do horror movies really get nominated?
No.
Yeah.
But she should have been nominated for that.
I know.
She pretty much controlled the whole movie. She was the whole movie.
Yeah.
And even when she cut her head off, it was pretty badass.
Yeah. She really portrayed the crazy part of, like, she did, like how John said he thought it was all in the mom's kind of head or whatever. He thought it was kind of the mom. Yeah, she plays a good job being a psycho. Yeah, she's really good at that. She's really good at showing that she's crazy, but not that it was things that she was really seeing.
What'd you think of Joanne?
At first, when I saw her, I thought I was like, oh, she found a friend,
Yeah, me too. I thought so.
But then that one scene where Charlie was out there, where she got that little light that comes up, and I tried to go outside. Was that Joan out there in the middle of the fire?
I think so, doing like a seance.
It could have been her grandma, because
it could have been.
She did see her grandma in that room where she's making the. Oh yeah, speaking of that too, her her miniatures too. She makes miniature art, and everything that happened to her, she would make a miniature of it.
Yeah.
What do you think the miniatures represented?
Past that she went through, like the funeral, the hospital.
You're very observant, John.
Even the car accident. I think after the car accident with her daughter, that's when she started kind of like going crazy.
Yeah.
Even the husband thought too. I mean, there were a lot of red flags the husband noticed, but didn't really react because it probably wasn't the first time. Like when she went to Joan, she mentioned that she is a sleepwalker, and she explained one night how she doused her husband and her son in paint thinner, which is basically like gasoline. And she came to her when she came to her husband and son were screaming, and she had a match almost basically lit, and as soon as she woke up and came to, she turned it off.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I thought that she could be doing all these things because she's a sleepwalker, and she basically uses like her sleepwalk, I guess her conscience, I guess, taking action.
It's very true, John. It's very true.
I mean, I myself, I've had a passing of my grandma too, so that's why I can kind of relate. I mean, not the crazy part, but
You trying to tell us something, John? Is this a cry for help?
No, no, I'm fine. It's just one of those things where you accept that she passed on, and that's one thing she didn't accept.
Oh,
she blamed herself.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, in the movie. She blamed herself.
Did any of you were able to figure out that it was a satanic cult at the end?
No, what I thought it was just one of those like typical. They released a demon, and the demon was tormenting them. And the only way I found out is when when they found the grandma's body up in the attic when the mom found it. That's when I was like, okay, there's some like cult stuff going on here. And I should have known when Joan. It was like, oh, when you summon, you have to say these words exactly as they are. Every syllable, say it like it is, and light the candle. I thought they were going to be like English words, but when she was saying like, oh, you got to say in the words, and they would kind of hint every now and then that like the words were on the wall. Like, and I couldn't read what it was. Like, that's a weird word. It's like something like I didn't understand what the words were. I was like, huh, that's weird. It's like some other language, and then that's when I was like. When it was already super like culty, like by that point I was already deep in the cult actions or their.
Well, Charlie did mention like she said after grandma died, who's gonna take care of me? Because I guess she was really close to her grandma.
Yeah.
So which means that her grandma was preparing her for
the ritual.
Rituals.
It's true. And the cool thing is that the more you watch it, the weirder things you see.
Yeah, I definitely want to rewatch that movie.
And this is like 10th time we seen it, and we keep seeing crazy things after crazy things, and we never see it. Like this time I saw. This time you guys pointed out that it was Charlie's head on the
statue at the end.
At the statue at the end, and I never noticed that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of little things. We just have to keep watching it, and that's why I think it's such a good movie, because it's not a bunch of jump scares. I mean, it's scary, but it's not like boo, like The Conjuring or like Annabelle. It's more like it's creepy, and they let you stay in the creepiness.
Yeah.
And like it's not a weird sound effect that makes you scared. Is the reality that what's going on. It's actually going on. That's freaky.
Yeah.
It makes it more real.
Yeah. It like how you're saying there was like hardly any jump scares. Like it felt like it wasn't even a jump scare a lot of the time. Like it's just so scary, you get scared, and the music plays a really big role in this one because like even after the music like stops or starts really loud or whatever, like it's still scary. You're still scared. You're not like how jump scares, it's like, oh, the groceries fell, and the loud smashing is what scares you, or like a bird like flies by you and spooks you out. But this one, it wasn't like that. It was like, it was spooky because, like you said, the situation is scary. It's like you're getting freaked out for what's actually happening, and not because they want you to be jump scared. Like, oh, be afraid.
Yeah.
It's like creepy. The whole like it seeps in you.
It's one of the things where like it's like don't look behind you, or it like throws it in your face where you have no choice but to see it.
You don't want to look, but you have to look.
Oh yeah,
especially
in the theater.
I I saw it in theaters, and I don't know, like the theater was kind of dead,
Mm-hmm.
and the person I would see it and I were really into it.
Mm-hmm.
So like as soon as Charlie's head comes off, we were all in.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a pretty good way to make the viewer care about everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Like if you see something traumatic like that, you're gonna want to go along for the ride no matter what.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
let's go back again. How come the mom made Charlie go with him even though Charlie didn't want to go?
Yeah.
Like it seemed like that the mom was like annoyed by Charlie.
Well, does your mom ever tell you to take your brothers with along?
Yeah, but if he wants to, I'm not gonna force him to go. I mean, this is no. I mean, if she didn't force him to go, then she would have been.
But if he wouldn't have gotten high, Charlie wouldn't have.
Yeah, Charlie wouldn't have died.
That too, yeah.
He would have been watching Charlie, and he would have seen that.
See, that's what makes it really
walnuts.
good. Because is it their fault?
So it's kind of like everyone's fault then.
Is it?
It's like
If they're being controlled by the satanic cult the entire time, is it even their fault?
no, maybe no. It's like it's almost like she was possessed to make Charlie go, because like what real reason did they? What her excuse was to react or to mingle with the other kids and kind of make friends, but she should know Charlie's not like that, right?
Yeah, but like so this, they expected him to do that, to like go get high and then freak out and then.
Because even the tree the pole they drove by
Yeah.
had the satanic.
Yeah, the I saw that when they drove by, it was etched into the pole like almost like here's the target, here's where you're gonna hit, and this is where you're gonna die, and it's what's gonna like initiate.
It was pretty freaky.
Yeah, it was. Damn. When Charlie died, it was so unexpected because you think because he's like we're almost to the hospital because she was having that allergic reaction to the walnuts and the cake, and like how you said, it kind of does it brings you in because like after that you're like what the hell, like she died so abruptly in such a horrible way. It's like
Yeah, you expected her to be throughout the whole movie. Like, you expected her to be the main character.
yeah, they set her up almost like a main character.
Yep.
But if you think about it, she was though because she was possessed
She
by
was the main character.
she was possessed by
Payman.
Payman, the eighth king of hell.
Or when she took over her mom's body, and she was like freaking out.
Yeah. Is that what that was? The light that would shine?
Yeah.
Like that was Payman, right?
That was the spirit going to.
Like after it got released from Charlie is
Yeah.
when
Well, because Charlie saw it before too.
Charlie
When
saw
she
it.
was alive.
mm-hmm.
When she saw
I
it,
always
then
felt
she
like-
went outside to
yeah.
go see Joan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I always felt it was more like like an omen kind of.
Yeah.
It's like
That makes more sense.
It's like we need you, but you can't be in that body. You need to be in your brother's body.
Yeah.
Because Payman wanted a male.
Yeah, because he was a man, so he needs a man's body.
Like you're right to be like the king, but you can't have that body.
Yeah. You know what's I noticed and I was thinking about it when the mom was talking to Charlie in the bed. She was saying like, "Oh, when like Grandma wanted me to be a boy," and like Charlie was I guess very tomboyish, but then the mom said that she was also tomboyish when she was a kid. So I have a feeling that maybe the grandma was trying to get the daughter possessed, and it didn't work out. But then Charlie was able to get possessed somehow, even though they needed a male's body. It just worked with this female for now, and then eventually things would work out because she had a brother, so maybe that's.
But then what was the point with what's his name where he explained that he was an accident basically with the mom saying like he wanted a miscarriage, but she said she did everything, but he still came out.
Yeah, it's almost like she knew too, right? Like
Yeah,
she was
I feel like even in the sleepwalking scene,
Uh-huh.
when she explained that she would sleepwalk and like she subconsciously knew something what's up. That's why she didn't want to have kids.
Yeah.
That's why she wanted to kill both of them.
Uh-huh.
But this, like, either the grandma was sent there to protect them,
Uh-huh.
or some other freaky shit.
Some other
was going
force
on.
brainwashed her, had her
Yeah.
brainwashed to not.
How do you feel about that, John? How do you feel? Your take?
Well, I guess the grandma got her way.
The grandma did get her way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, would you watch this movie again?
Me, yes. I wanna see it again. My friend, when he saw it, he told me he wanted me to watch it, and I just never really showed interest. It's kind of like I thought it was like some movie. I thought it was gonna be one of those cheesy movies, like uh, like Annabelle and stuff like that. It's gonna be something like whatever. It's just some ghost that gets passed on down each member or of the family, but it wasn't that. And I regret not seeing it in theaters because this one would have been perfect for theaters. Like to like really immerse you in the movie, you know, like even watching it here, like because we were watching it as the sun came down, and once the sun was down is really when like all the kind of the really freaky stuff happened, and that's when I was like, man, I wish I had seen this in theaters just because it would have been dark the whole time and really like got you in there.
What do you think, John? Do you regret not seeing it in theaters?
No.
Why?
I'm not really a horror movie fanatic.
So would you watch it again?
Go with friends, yeah. Not by myself.
Are you spooked?
Yeah, I am. But like it says in the DVD right here, it says Blu-ray. It's a modern day horror masterpiece.
And do you agree with that?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because he's like old fashioned old fashioned horror movies are more of like jump scares, kills, stabbing, blood. This one's more of just like a psychological horror cult stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that you would see today.
And of course, I love it because I bought it and I recommended it to my homies. And so we say goodbye. And we recommend Hereditary.
I recommend Hereditary. Yeah, watch it again and again and again, and every day, every time you see it, you're gonna see something new, and it's gonna be a new movie every time.
It's a good movie to watch the homies if you want to scare them.
Yeah. If you want to come up behind them when you say you're gonna go to the bathroom, and then you come back and quietly.
Or date night.
Date night.
Date
Oh
night.
yeah,
Date night.
she'll definitely grab onto your arm.
Especially if she has a peanut allergy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, give her a Snicker bar.
Give her some nuts.